Greetings, everyone. Here we are driving into Avon Park, Florida, better known as the City of Charm. Avon Park, Florida is located 90 miles due south of Orlando, Florida, just north of Sebring, Florida. Avon Park was incorporated back in 1886. Oliver Crosby came down from Connecticut to study wildlife in the Everglades. He recruited a good number of settlers from England to come over and help him study it. That's probably why they named the city Avon Park, because they remembered Stratford-on-Avon in England. They built a nice little city here, not a big one. Population in 2020 was 9,650. One of the highlights of Avon Park is the Jacaranda Hotel. It was built back in 1926, and it was the charm of the area. Down through the years, George Burns and Gracie Allen stayed there. Pilots training for World War II stayed there. It began to fall into repair until the South Florida College took it over and is using it for various things, training, dormitory space, and whatever. That hotel is the highlight of the town. Now we're going to drive on through and take a look at some of the homes. This is the main street of Avon Park, and an interesting feature of this little town is it's got a lake right here, almost in the middle of town. They have a wonderful beach there for city residents to use. We'll take a look at it as I circle around and come back. Here you can see the lake a little bit better. But anyway, the population today is 9,658. In 2010, it was 8,836. They've had an increase of 9.3%. The town's not necessarily booming, but it's still here. In Avon Park, 48.2% of the people are male, 51.8% are female. Racial makeup here in Avon Park is 55.5% white, 28.1% black, and the rest is a miscellaneous between American Indians, Indian Indians from India, Asians, and so forth. Their per capita income here is not the greatest, $14,971. Household income is $28,496. Poverty rate here is 32.2%. Now we're driving through one of the residential areas of Avon Park. It's not what you would call a rich city, but these houses you see are fairly well kept. Although they might be a little modest, there seems to be homeownership pride here. Like this yard is all decorated for Christmas. The average home value here in Avon Park is $105,634. The average for the state of Florida is $290,700. So you can see Avon Park is a little on the low side when it comes to comparisons to home prices in other parts of the state. It has a fairly low crime rate, 23.71 to 1,000. Here we're driving around town and checking things out. This looks like an athletic field for the high school. You see some of these homes here are fairly nice. This one here had a very innovative owner who put up that interesting front. Going to turn around here and go look at some of the other homes in the area. Over here on the right, you'll see a home that's typical here in Florida. It still has the hurricane cover over its windows. One of the challenges and pests of living in Florida are the frequent hurricanes that come to visit. Avon Park has lots of churches. Avon Park is in Highlands County, and there's a new home going up. There are new homes being built at Avon Park. Avon Park is in Highlands County, Florida. Sebring is the largest town in the county. Avon Park's about 10 miles north of Sebring, and Lake Placid is about 15 miles south of Lake Placid. The people around here tell me that Lake Placid is the place where the rich people live. Avon Park is where the poor people live. Sebring has mostly average income. But when you look at these homes up here, they don't look like they're in poverty. Some are modest, but they don't look poverty-stricken. Now we're going to go down and look at the other side of that lake we saw from Main Street. It's a very nice lake to be right here in the middle of the town. On the right, we have another church. Lots of churches here. The biggest element of the economy here is agriculture. They grow cattle here, or raise cattle. Lots of citrus, and down in Lake Placid they grow 95% of the world's supply of caladiums. Here you see a typical old Florida home with front porches, high ceilings. As you can see, there's still some open area here in town. That's where the funeral director lives, right across the street from the funeral home. We're going to circle around and take a look at that structure. These are some more of the Avon Park homes. Not palatial, but most of them appear to be well kept. Now we're going to circle around and look at that funeral home from the front. Across from the funeral home are two more very nice homes. And if you've noticed, most of them are well kept. And here is the other side of the lake, but also another church. This is the Presbyterian Church of Avon Park. Here's another project on the left that looks like they either ran out of money or they lost interest. It's just been sitting there. Looks like it's going back to nature. Maybe they'll develop it sometime. I'm going to go up here and circle back down to Main Street, and on the way we'll look at some more very nice homes in Avon Park. I'm going to pull over a little bit here to check my GPS. Make sure we're going in the right direction. It looks fine, so let's go. Homes on the right are lakefront. Usually they're more elaborate and expensive, but here the ones on the left look pretty good. This is a very nice house here. Looks like they even have a mother-in-law quarters in the back. Rest of these homes here are very nice. The locals say Avon Park is the least expensive in the county, but looking at these homes here, they look fairly nice. Now let's head back downtown and see what we can find. I've heard they have a very nice fire station. Here's the lake again. Don't know the name of it, but it's a nice one. There in the distance, you can see the white sandy beach the city provides for its residents to enjoy the water. In the summertime, it's very well attended. Now we're going to cross over and go over and look at some more homes. But if you notice on the right, they have a very nice fire station. Again, you'll notice that these homes are a little on the modest side, but most all of them appear to be very well kept. This road seems to be going out of town, so take a left here and look at some more homes. Although this looks more like the high school football field. Well, we have looks like somebody's remodeling. There's a fairly nice home. There's a nice home there. Now we're going to head back to Main Street. On the left here, you can get another look at the Avon Park Fire Station. Looks very well kept up. We're going to head back down Main Street, look at the lake, and take another look at Hotel Jacaranda, which is now owned by the local college and used for training culinary skills and hotel skills. I've been told that some students use it as a dormitory. Looks like a farmer's market in town. Now we're coming back to the Jacaranda Hotel. You see it on your right. It's a very imposing structure. I can see why George Burns and Gracie Allen would stay here. And I can imagine all those pilots training here in World War II enjoyed living in the old Jacaranda Hotel. Here we are through looking at some other parts of downtown Avon Park. It's a nice little town. Main Street that we're on here now leads us back to the main drag in this part of the county, and that is US 27 that runs north and south. You hang a left up at US 27, and that will take you down to Sebring, Florida, where we will be going in the next video. If you have enjoyed taking a look at the town of Charm, or the city of Charm, Avon Park, I would greatly appreciate it if you would like this video. If you would like the video and subscribe to my channel. It's free and there's no obligation, and if you did, it would make me very happy. Thank you very much for watching this video. We'll be back with you soon with some more road tours throughout the Southeast.